Now let's look at the future tenses. We'll focus first on the future simple tense. The future simple tense is used to indicate actions, of course, in the future. So, in order to form these, at least for the positives, we use our subject first. It could be any subject you like. Here we're using we. Followed by the word will and our main verb, go. We will go. To make the negative form, we begin with our subject again, followed by will again. Here we've included the word not just before our main verb go. Will not, of course, can be contracted into won't, and the sentence will still be fine. To create the question, again we invert our words. So will begins the question. We keep our subject after that and use the main verb in its base form, will we go. Will can often be substituted with other modal verbs. This would indicate varying levels of certainty. We could substitute the words might or may for will in this context. Additionally, for questions, especially when making suggestions and in more formal situations, we may substitute the word shall for will. This would result in a question such as, shall we go? Now let's take a look at the future perfect continuous tense. This tense is used to talk about how long an action had been taking place up until a certain point in the future. Our examples are, for the positive sentence, we have our subject, you, and three auxiliary verbs, will, have, been, and then our main verb in the present participle form. Again, that's the verb plus ing. For our negative form, again, we're simply inserting the word not between will and have. And to ask our question, we invert will with the subject. Here we're using you. And we come up with a question, will you have been watching? And the rest of our sentence. As with the other future tenses, the word will can be substituted for other modal verbs. These modal verbs would indicate varying levels of certainty for the future. So again, we could substitute may or might for the word will. Also, with the future tenses, the will and not will contract into its contracted form of won't.